Hi Aquarius, this is Veritas Malefica with a general reading for your sign for the new moon in Sagittarius peaking on November 30th or December 1st, depending on where you're at, 2024. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, so not all of the messages may resonate specifically for you. If you are looking for a personal reading, I do offer them on a limited basis, and the information for how to book that is listed below in the description box. I've already meditated on the energies and shuffled the cards, and we're going to go ahead and get some. I did have one card pop out when I was just connecting to the general energy of the new moon, and that card was the Two of Swords. I decided to keep it because this feels like it should be here for this. It just feels like the overarching energy related to this time period. So in general, Two of Swords can mean decisions or indecisions. It can mean kind of like a splitting of energies. But I'm getting for you in particular, it's keeping yourself blinded from the fact that there is a decision to make. And it's interesting, as I was shuffling and connecting to the Aquarian energy, I got a feeling of like hyper fixation where you're like disassociating from what's actually going on. And so I feel like that's kind of what this energy is saying in this particular context is you're not really willing to deal with the problems that are happening right now. You're closing off, you're blindfolding yourself essentially, to the fact that there even is a decision to be made, to the fact that there is a split in energy. Let's get a few cards, okay, right away. That's it. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords in the reverse. We went from the 2 to the Ace, and the Ace is now in reverse. So there's something that was trying to come in, and it's now no longer coming in. It's like a false start, but it's something that you asked for and then decided you didn't want. What we have on the table face up is the Ten of Pentacles, material, completion, everything you've ever wanted, asked for, dreamed for, paired with the Eight of Cups, paired with the Nine of Cups. Now, how I'm seeing this is that you stated, this is what I want. This is what I want. This is everything that I want. And it's something external that you decided, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to do that. That's the thing that I want. That's the penultimate of all of my dreams manifesting in the material world. And then once you got it, you said, well, that wasn't what I was expecting. And then you walked away from it. And now what your energy flow is you're realizing that, wait a second, everything I want is already within me. And I don't know if you're here yet. I think you haven't awoken to this fact yet. I think that's kind of part of the thing you're avoiding. Because I'm noticing this the most, the Eight of Cups. You're walking away. And I feel like you're going to get to the Nine of Cups. It's a natural progression, but you're not quite there yet. Let's see what else came out. Nine of Wands. What did I say? You're holding yourself back right now. You are overburdened, overtaxed. You had this opportunity and you said, no, I don't want that because that's not exactly how I wanted it. So you're overburdening yourself with the stress of dealing with what you have to deal with now that you said no to this. Ending a cycle, ending a chapter. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh, the Fool in reverse. Okay. So yeah, you're in a place where you're holding on. And what's happening is you're very dissatisfied with what you have going on right now. You are extremely dissatisfied. You feel like you don't have enough. you feel like somebody jilted you and you're having to carry everything on your own. Materially, you're not doing well. And this may have been like a job offer or something that you were like, oh, yeah. And then you got into it and realized, like, oh, shit, this isn't what I wanted. And as a result of that, you're kind of really having to work hard to compensate or get back to another position or find a different position. But honey bunches, this cycle is done. This cycle has ended. You have completed something. And you're being very resistant to moving on to the next one. You're holding yourself back from your own happiness because this is where you're moving to. But there, as I said, I was like, I don't feel like you're here yet. And that's definitely confirmed by the Fool being in reverse. You are not making any jumps. You're not taking any steps. You're literally holding yourself back when the chapter is already closed. It's time to go to the next one. You're keeping yourself overburdened and overworked and unhappy because you still think that this was everything. You still think that this was the best option, but something about it just didn't work out right. And you're like ruminating in that. You're stewing in it. And I feel like you're the blindfold, you're keeping it on. You're holding yourself back, staying in a stuck, stagnant position and choosing to not make a decision. Let me get a few more for this Nine of Cups energy. You're holding yourself back. You're being extremely stubborn. Do you want to choose what was the thing I read on the devil the other day? It was the myth of Persephone, because in this deck, the Dreamkeeper's tarot deck, the devil card is actually a depiction of Hades and Persephone. And it's all about choice. The devil card in general can be about choice. And, it seems as though Persephone did not have a choice to go to the underworld or not. But she did have a choice. She had a choice to go with the flow and enjoy it, or she had a choice to go and not enjoy it. And there's always a choice. There's always two streams to go into. So what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose to stay stuck and stagnant just because something didn't work out? That's it. It didn't work out. But you know what? The best thing about the star is that even in reverse, it's not that bad. It's just that wasn't your path. And there's no need to stay ruminating on that. The Empress in reverse. You really felt like that was your path. But sometimes you got to get knocked off the throne to get back into the stream of things. Now I have 3 cards that fell on the ground. Yeah, choice is an illusion. You think you have no choices. You do. You're creating the illusion that you have no choice. And yeah, you're not allowing yourself joy. You're not allowing yourself to believe that you can move forward. You're staying stuck and stagnant. You're very unhappy about how this transpired. But it's over. And you are going to get to this point of the Nine of Cups of feeling like I have everything within me that I need that makes me happy. It's not about the material. Happiness comes from within. And so when you wake up and choose happiness, when you wake up and choose to move on from this, that's when the gifts start pouring in. That's when it starts getting better. But you have to take off your own blindfolds. No one can do it for you. So if you want to stay and wallow, that's your call, Aquarius. But there's more opportunities for you. And it's once you let yourself come to that realization that I create from within. Manifestation starts with me changing my mind about how I feel and walking through the world that way. So if you want to stay, you stay. But there is always a choice. And as I picked that up, what's underneath it? A new start, emotionally fulfilling new start. And I think that's where you need to extend your focus, Aquarius. You guys are notoriously aloof and try to avoid emotions like the plague. And I think this time of year is about kind of getting into your emotional state a bit more. And once you understand that and get that centered feeling from that, that's when you can begin to make decisions and get back to feeling like you can make a choice. So, all right, that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. I'm going to back away from that energy and disconnect. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please comment and like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I will see you at the full moon in mid-December. Thanks, Aquarius.